This is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, just let it happen. It could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good, hot, black coffee. Like this. A present. Like Christmas. Oh, man, that is the spot. Nothing like a great cup of black coffee.
Hey, what's up, Blippi? Trying to remember where I left off. Hey, what's up, Psycho? As about as well as it can, you know? I won't complain. I've been a little fortunate in that I locked down super early and my projects are still going, so for now, you know, for now. Sorry to hear that, guys. Yeah, it's tough. The last recession, I lost everything overnight. So I'm expecting everything to go, just a matter of time. So I've saved enough to where, you know, I can weather a little bit of it, you know, but like everyone else, man, we got to work, right? So but yeah, I haven't streamed because I've just been trying to be here for my family and take care of my projects. And haven't really been feeling like talking about any. We all see what's going on out there, you know? It's ridiculous. I've even managed to lose a few friends who want to think the whole thing's a fucking hoax, you know? So. Yeah, I'm not tolerating the whole. David Icke says, I don't give a shit about fucking your lizard people. Motherfucking. Yeah. I mean, some people I've had on the podcast recently are like, oh, I think it's a hoax. And I'm like, you want to correct yourself? And they're like, I'm disappointed in you, Rob. I'm like, you're disappointed in me? All right, fuckers. You know? Fucking people are dying, dude. You know? Like, I don't have any patience for this. I mean, I love to have fun like anyone else, right? But I'm an adult. Hey, what's up, Luke? So I don't want to get on a rant because I got to draw. But yeah, it's been wild. I tell you what, who's been keeping me going, keeping the spirits up around here recently is Mark Rebet. So they've been doing those quarantine streams and keeping things fun, you know. Yeah, she's doing great. We've been chatting off stream, so we've been staying in touch. And Kyle, been talking to Kyle. I've been fighting allergies. The trees in my yard opened up. Like they started opening up like right around when the shit went down. So I was like, no, it's just fucking allergies, dumbass. You know, so chill out. Mega Potato. He'll probably be on here shortly. He's working out in his living room with his wife. All you need is art. Which animated movies have Loop? Oh yeah, Rodeo Eldorado. Yeah. I loved that when it came out. I was like the one of like 6 people in the army watching it in the theater. The little PX theater we had. Am I gonna be playing it? No. The demo's cool, but I'm a turn-based guy, like Dragon Quest. The gameplay's not for me. I will be watching Mage Masher play it. It's a guy I follow and subscribe to his long plays. I pay him like $10 a month to play a game, so I'll be watching him play it. But I tried the classic mode, and it's not really a turn-based option, so. Yeah, it's cool. It's just I prefer my RPGs. I take a turn, they take a turn kind of shit. So I'm old school like that. I was really hoping they would just have an option, but apparently not. How about D&D? Yeah, but then I need people, right? I'm a solo guy. I don't really like playing with people. Hey, Dragon Quest 11, man. It's all turn-based. So, Square is a big company. They could have made an option, you know, but they didn't. So, I will pay someone else to play it. I like Magia, so it'll be like he makes it really seem like you're there in the room with him, you know. Yeah, we'll see. I do like my Japanese aesthetic. Not every game's for me. It's the way it works. Hey, what's up? What's up, Hector? Yeah, yeah. He's in the Twitch. Yeah, we got the. I gain new followers, but mostly it's the same people in the streams. Yep. Yeah, who knows how that shit works, man. Yeah, we're getting by, man. Is your concert? No. No, so far everything's holding steady for now. But bro, my concept art gigs could go regardless of this, you know. They just go. So that's the way of it, you know. They come, they go. Sometimes they never come back. And that has nothing to do with you. That's just the way it is. That's why everyone's on contract. So I constantly like just save as much as I can, man. You know. That's why when people are like, "You don't need hot toys?" Nope. Man, they can just dismiss you, man. Everything's just, even if you're under contract, they'll be like, we're done. You know, project's pulled. Just the way it works. Hot toys bad. There's no, they're great. Just they're super expensive, bro. Oh yeah, that's easier to block stuff in and just draw the outlines. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Do you have any rules for line weight? Nah, man. I don't really have rules other than I draw the stuff and then I add thick and thin depending on where I need it. Some guys are able to do it in one brush stroke, you know, like those creature box dudes with the brushes, but not me. So I'll make lines more heavier if I need more weight, but sometimes if I want something in the background, I won't add any thicker thin. I'll just leave it one line weight, so it's thinner, you know. Oh, how to decide? I mean, how do you teach someone to feel like things are heavy? You know? I don't know. How do you teach someone to feel like things are heavy? You know? See, like this has got more of a stroke because I want more heavier, right? Less of a stroke, so they're not as heavy. I don't do the trend stuff, guys. Even in quarantine, I don't have time for it. Like I got other shit to do. So, like, I just literally would rather spend time. I'd rather be outside playing fetch with my dog than doing art challenges or art trend challenges. Yeah, I don't really. They don't really. They're not my thing. Think in terms of the actual weight. Yeah, the actual weight. How much weight you want something to have. Sometimes you want something to have no weight. Like you want it to be real light. Let's see if I can show you an example. Like, I'm not going to eat up too much time with this, but like when I did the Burning Rangers cover, like, see, these characters have no weight. They're really super loose, which is actually how I should be doing some of these other fucking characters, but I'm taking a shit a little too far. Then I put more around him. This one I can't. I really got to keep shit more loose like this. I kind of overdrew this cover, but whatever. Yeah. That's the problem with my roughy lines, dude, is sometimes like when I'm doing this stuff, I get all like into like super clean Rob mode, and I'm like, probably didn't need that, Rob. So it's something I'm working on, like when to turn on the juice and when it really isn't necessary, you know. Probably a more like if you look at the line arts for the Turtles piece I did, like you can see a lot of varying line widths in there, you know. But it really is just a matter of like what's just heavier. And believe me, I'm not like trying to like undersimplify or simplify it or hide my secrets. I don't have secrets. It's really the best I can say. Like, and always keep like a good, like one good piece of reference. If you really are trying to hit a certain like inking, I'm not gonna say style, but a certain feel. You know, like if you wanted something that was heavily done in silhouette, get a good piece of like Mike Mignola art. When it comes to like, if I was doing really clean line work, I'd have maybe, I don't really need it anymore, but when I was really learning how to do it, I'd keep open like a piece that, like from Battle Chasers or something, like the actual inks, not the comic, you know? Just so I can go, oh yeah, how did Tim Townsend ink this fucking piece, or, you know? And then over a period of time, you just sort of like assimilate certain things into your tool set. So at this point, I can just construct, draw, and then if I want to add thick and thin, add thick and thin. Hot Toys' biggest competitors probably Sideshow. Yeah. Well, what about Prime Studios? They're pretty fucking dope. That cable they did, and they did that Asbats. It's fucking pretty amazing. Yeah, Prime Studios is dope. That Asbats is the only one I've been like, fuck, man. My wife would kill me if I spent $1,000 on a statue. The Asbats and that cable. Can't do it though. Especially in this economy. Yeah. The action oriented games. Are there action adventure oriented games or isometric? Yeah, Diablo. The new the Darksiders game just came out at Genesis. Yeah, budgets, bro. You know what I mean? Budgets. I don't think they've announced it yet, but I am working. I can announce a project I've been working on. If you guys want to know, it's not everything I'm doing, but I can announce for whatever it's worth. You're not gonna be. You may not be impressed, but so I'm gonna be doing at the very least all the cutscenes for an indie game called Berserk Boy. Maybe more. Like concept and stuff. We'll see. We'll see what they want me on for, but they're working on a demo right now to secure their funding. So I knocked that out recently for them. So yeah, there's like in-game hand-drawn cutscenes. It's in the vein of Mega Man X, right? So if you like Mega Man X, those kinds of games, and Mega Man Zero, it's got that kind of vibe to it. So Berserk Boy, yeah. So I've been wanting to work on an indie game for a while. And they hit me up, and turns out we all get along. So it was super awesome. They're super fucking talented, dude. Well, I like to put one foot in each little pool, So, like I said, it's if you check out their Twitter, that's where their game is right now. Like all he's showing off animations and shit. It's pretty fucking cool. The animations are really good. Like, yeah, I was supposed to do all the cutscenes for Wolverblade like 6 fucking years ago, but when Josh made off with all the cash, I just couldn't take on another project. So, luckily, Red J stepped in and knocked that shit out. So it's pretty awesome. Animal Crossing. Just two main projects. Megavision's the only thing I'm doing is the covers moving forward, so I'm not doing any of the interior stuff. So two main projects, and then Game Cave. But Game Cave is it's going back to being a book with pictures. I've been taking some of my free time here to get a handle on thumbnailing, and I just don't enjoy drawing comics. So I enjoy drawing panels and stuff, but I don't enjoy drawing character gets up, goes out the door. I don't enjoy all that shit. So I'm just gonna write it as books with maybe one issue's worth of illustrations in terms of art. 22 pages of art. So. This way I figure I can write 300 to 400 pages worth of material every 6 months or so, you know? And I'd rather put out my work that way than spend 2 years trying to draw like 2 or 3 issues. Like it just doesn't make any sense. So So if no one reads it, oh well. No one reads it. You know. I don't really care. Just feel like telling the stories I want to tell. It's like that's the other thing I was having trouble with GameCube was like comics, man, you gotta really simplify the shit down, dude. You know, unless you got page counts. Like, oh, I'm gonna do 300 pages of shit. I'm like, I'm not drawing 300 pages of shit, so I gotta simplify this down or find another way. And I already know how to write a book, so like, I'm not saying I'm a great writer, but I'm competent enough. So just have to pay for some decent copy editing, and there you go. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Berserk Boy looks cool, right? Yeah. Can't be any worse than that Simon can. Yeah. So. Plus, I read a lot of light novels, so it's kind of what I do. I think you figure it out when it comes to drawing pages. I figured it out. It just takes forever. You know? And here's the thing, I need to be able to have time to do commissions. Because commissions is what sad to say, folks, commissions is what gets me noticed, you know? And it's what gets me like my fan art is what's gotten me, you know, my professional work. Oh yeah, all you need is kills, great. So I'll do my own version of it, you know. I'm super excited actually. So I've been writing, and I just got to finish up my outline for the whole series, which will take the month, and then I plan on starting regular production 1st of May. So. Oh, nice. Yeah. So it's what I intended Game Cave to be originally anyway, so like I thought I could just get around it, but not really. So why fight it? I'm just you know, man, when it comes to like actual like writing like novel shit, dude, fucking critics are brutal, bro. Like, they're just gonna rip me to shreds. And that's what I'm expecting it, you know, like fucking suck, you know, like it's gonna come. They're the meanest. You know? It's like J.K. Rowling wrote that crime novel, that detective novel, under a pseudonym, and it got great reviews. And then when the publisher put her name on it, everyone was like, "You fucking suck. I hate your writing." It's like, you know. Yeah, I know. It's just, you know what I mean. You put a lot of effort into something, and you're like, just at least give it a fair shake. But I'm just preparing myself for it now. You know. It's fine. But I can't draw regular comics and do commissions and do freelance. Like it just can't happen. So. But like everything else I do, man. Secret weapon just I know, right? Plus, like, dude, when I write, like with the comics, I have to write outlines, man, and then draw the outline and then add in words, and it's just not how I develop. So it's like, I develop a full outline, and then like I write, and then I draw the things that I need. Whatever. Man, here's the thing, guys. I'm never drawing comics, mainstream comics. You know what I mean? Like that's just never happening. So that ship sailed a long time ago. So yeah. Well, they're just a little bit nicer in comics when it comes to the writing, you know? But whatever. You know, I'm just preparing for it, you know. What I can't compromise on is like the story. Like, well, the story is this, and so like to do the kind of story that I want requires a bit more than comics can do. It was always that way, so it's like fine, fuck it. You know, it's like I don't mind doing storytelling work, but just I did not enjoy cramming a bunch of shit onto one fucking page and hoping people can read in a Z pattern and get it. Like it just, you know. So whatever. I mean, my favorite Superman story, and I was telling Kyle this the other day, my favorite Superman story isn't even a fucking comic. It's a book called It's Superman. I wish they had done a whole universe set in the 30s, novel-wise, with Batman and Wonder Woman. I'd read the shit out of it. Yeah. So it's like... Besides, always just make the fucking thing you want to get paid to do anyway, you know? Can I do some hybrid shape magnets? This is based off a video game, so I can't do shit beyond my own interpretation of what they already did. But I could, yeah. Yeah. So, just trying to finish this cover up, man, so I can move on with life. I got other shit to do. So here with the thick and thin, I'm going to use it to pop shapes out. All right, so I want to pop certain sections out. Sega Saturn. This is, I think, the Dreamcast version. With the O, Octagonami, Octogenarian. It's got a fucking subtitle with the O. I haven't followed Adult Swim since Drawn Together in like 2003. So. Yo. Gotta speak into the mic, buddy.
Yes, I know that my mic wasn't working right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, the mic just for some reason disconnected for no fucking no reason.
The mic's on quarantine. It sensed. It sensed the germs coming out of your mouth. It was like, nope.
Yes. I assume we're streaming because I haven't looked yet, but
yes, we're streaming.
I could always tell by how you answer my calls. So
You're
let's
already
see.
starting, aren't you, Brandon?
No, I mean that in a nice way, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a sale on Microsoft for that game Division 2. You ever seen that game, Division 2?
Yep.
Anyway, so I bought it for Jessica because she likes, third person, like Tomb Raider type games, and it's kind of like, same kind of vibe. And like, so she started, and it's like talking about there was a plague that just,
Yeah, I was like, I
I'm
don't
like, oh
think that's
god,
what you thought
what
it
the
was,
fuck?
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Probably should have
like,
asked me
oh,
first.
yeah, she's fine with it because it's, she likes the you create your own character, customize it, Tomb Raider style, running and gunning. But it was just funny. I was like, oh, all right, biological plague wipes out of America. We go into disarray. I was like, man, that's fitting.
I was mentioning them. I didn't name names, but I mentioned them. There's a few people I've had to like distance myself from because of their whole "this shit's a hoax" nonsense. Brandon saw some of it.
Yeah.
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 I just
Yeah.
and strong and
Yeah, well, I don't want to start a
treated
Twitter.
it-
I don't want to start like a Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, social media beef. You know what I mean? So it's like fucking.
I just hope everybody's being safe. That's all I hope. I'll just say it like that.
Yeah.
Everybody's being safe, strong, and considerate of other human beings. That's all.
Yeah. And pick and
So-
choose your fucking battles, bro. You know?
Yeah.
If the guy who thinks half the fucking world's elite are lizard people gives you advice, ignore him. Right? Now's not the time. Save that shit for like when there's nothing else going on.
Yeah.
You know? That's for peaceful times when we have room to be like, yeah, that's right, lizard people. Fuck it. You know? It's not time for that right now.
I posted on my Instagram today just a picture of what I wear. I got that ventilated cloth mask and my glasses on. I know it's not, and I also have the N95 mask that I wear when I go out and such. But, someone texts me, they're like, that cloth mask you got on is not going to really protect you because you got a beard and it can get in your beard. I'm like, listen, I go, anything is better than nothing. I go, I'd rather be 10% safe than 0% safe. I go, as long as it's at least stopping something that's in the air around me and protecting my eyes and nose, mouth, I'm fine.
These are
with
the
it.
same people that like to tell you guns don't kill people. You understand what I'm saying, Brandon? You know what I mean? They're like, dude, man, guns don't kill you. It's not the gun, it's the person. It's like, don't shut up with your fucking advice.
And I just, all the people that are nurses and medical field that are doing the things that I couldn't even fathom of doing right now, I appreciate it. I'm thankful, and I would never be like, hey, that's not real. That's not happening. I mean, I have friends, and I won't go crazy detail, but I have a friend, my friend Stephanie, who the one I told you about in Canada, the nurse, and she works at, it's kind of like an assisted living slash, hospice type thing.
Yeah.
And when like an old person there, if they like fall and hurt something, all the EMS people can do is come to her hospital, her thing, pick them back up and put them back in bed. They are not allowed to take them to the hospital. And not to bring the cast down, but if someone's like dying, they have to just unfortunately die there. And she's freaking out. Like she gets in her car and she cries. She has panic attacks because there's nothing she can do. She has no, and she's covered head to toe. She's got the full gear, the mask, the blue gown things and eye goggles, everything. And she just has to make it as easy as she can for them and as comfortable, because there's nothing they can do. They can't go to the hospital. They can't be transported. They're not going to take them to the hospital. She's like, she told me some guy fell the other day, and all the EMS guy, because she couldn't pick him up, had to come and just put him back in the bed and help get him situated and cared for, but they will not take him to the hospital.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for someone to, for me to have a friend call, message me saying she's crying in her car, and then you see something like, who's a nurse, and you see somebody say, oh, it's a hoax. I'm like, if you're not seeing people affected by this, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
remember that time Disneyland and fucking Disney World shut down for Ebola? Remember that? Or for the flu? Remember all those times? Yeah, it's just every other fucking year they just shut down.
Yeah, Disney doesn't want to make money, so obviously.
Yeah. They're socialists. They don't make no money. You know what I mean? They just give everything away. Like fucking assholes.
And that's the thing. Like, even if, let's just say you don't believe in a lot of the stuff, for you to say it's a hoax. Okay, whether it's a hoax or not, I don't think it is, obviously. But even if it was, there's still people that are getting affected in the world by this. Just be considerate. Be like, you know what? Maybe I don't believe everything I see on the news, but I know it's a tough time for everybody. That's it.
Or how about when I say, when someone has the nerve to tell me that shit, I go, all right, well then fucking go volunteer at Mount Sinai right now.
Right.
And fucking go down there. Take your whole family, dude. It's a big joke. It's a big, take them, it's all vacation time. Dude was like, he goes, calm down there, big guy. You know what I mean? I'm like, tell me to calm down. Like, fucking, if it was these people, if it was their fucking kids choking for dear life, you'd never hear the fucking end of it,
Right.
That's the problem. They have to know someone to know it's real,
Yeah.
Like, they can't just be like, shit, that shit's fucking going on for them. It's fucking horrible. They got, and I'll tell you what it really is. It's fear. Because they can't do shit about it. So they got to conjure up how it doesn't exist. To which I go, then go the fuck down there and volunteer. I got a friend right now, just fucking went down to NYC to volunteer for the month. Brandon Justice used to work with us at Game Fan.
Mm-hmm.
Worked at EGM, Retro and shit. He's down there for the whole month.
You've talked about him. I remember.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, go down there.
That's a stand-up thing to just go down there.
Cowards.
And
cowards. Yeah. They're fucking cowards, dude. It's like, man, look, I like me some good coast to coast lizard people, fucking shadow people shit, man. I've been listening to that shit since the 90s. It's not the time for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, imagine the day of 9/11. They're like, it's a hoax. Like, now's not the time, guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
That shit. And then one dude was like, I'm disappointed in you. Like, good. Be disappointed in me. I'm fucking revolted by you. You know what I mean? I find your shit revolting.
Yeah.
Find it disturbing, sociopathic. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I'm not the guy you thought I was.
Right.
I don't know how the fuck you arrived at the Rob thinks the shit's a hoax fucking vibe, but let me make it very clear to you people.
Yeah.
It's like every now and then the comic skaters try to get like Mike Diodato on board, and he's like, "You're a fucking hate group." No, we're not a hate group. Yeah, you're a hate group. Sorry. Stop hating, then you wouldn't be a hate group. But sorry, it's the way it is.
That's good. I'm glad Mike's not a bad guy because
Bill Sienkiewicz, Mike Diodato, Ramos are all like, yeah, fucking hate group. Oh no, what guys? Who's gonna tell Mike Diodato he doesn't draw fucking hot chicks and monsters and shit? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so he drew the most ripped Hulk ever.
Oh yeah.
For
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Hulk is jacked.
Like, J. Scott Campbell's not a fucking comic skater. So, sorry. These fucking guys, dude.
Hello, Hector. I just, yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad to see people with talent and nice personalities turn out to be vile fucking monsters. And I was like, hey, if you change your fucking mind, you come around, see the light, I'll be here. Till then, fucking fuck off. I don't need you. I don't need friends. I got enough friends,
Yeah.
I barely let Brandon call me a friend. I'm not gonna let some fucking asswipe belittling the deaths of thousands of people.
I've never called you that yet, but good to know I could. Acquaintance.
Hey, settle down there, big guy. You know what I mean?
I don't know what that's about. I mean, I guess because you're 6'2", but.
No, he's like, oh, wishing me harm kind of shit. The innuendo is that I'm wishing them harm. Like, but you said the shit's a hoax. How can I be wishing you harm if you say the shit don't exist? I'm saying put your fucking money where your mouth is.
Right.
Tell you, if my dad didn't pass away, he'd be down there right now trying to get himself that shit, like helping out with the hospitals and shit. My dad was an EMT, He had security at Kaiser Permanente for the better part of 20 years. Like, I know my dad,
Yeah.
I was like, well, if the diabetes didn't get him, COVID would have, because he'd be down there helping until he got the shit. I know my dad.
Oh man. Well, like I said, I just hope any of the people that follow us and listen to us know that I appreciate anybody right now helping out with anything going on.
Yeah.
And I don't take
And
that shit for granted
the
whatsoever.
best thing I can do for them is stay the fuck home.
Right?
Yeah, so they don't have to deal with my ass too.
I literally, the only time I
And
go to
gotta,
my
you gotta
car.
earn. I mean, you're earning a living, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I really do. Like, you know, this country should be writing $100 trillion check until there's a vaccine for everybody to stay the fuck home. And then
Right.
anyone who doesn't want to stay the fuck home goes into jail where they'll definitely get it. You know what I mean? Let the
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
people out of jail who are misdemeanors and bullshit crimes. They don't want, let them stay home. Give them their fucking UBI. You know, and then anyone else that wants to go out there and be like, Jesus is keeping me from getting the fucking okay, then you go into jail. You know what I
I go to
mean?
the store every day. I'm
Yeah.
covered in Jesus Christ's blood.
And then hazard pay the fuck out of people working, you know, at fucking
Yeah.
stores and shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, I had to go to the store, or I had to stop yesterday at Safeway just for a few essential things that we needed that I forgot the other, because I went to Walmart over the weekend and it was just, it gives you anxiety, and I forgot a few essential things that we really need, and I was like, so I went to Safeway, and I even told the chick there at the counter, I was like, hey, I appreciate you working. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I go, you're here, you're doing a job that most people wouldn't want to do right now. I go, even if people look down on you for working at a grocery store, fuck, look now, you're one of the most important people going on right now. And luckily, the Safeway it's crazy. The Safeway by my house, they had 10 people cleaning nonstop at all times. Like, there's a guy at the door wiping all the carts down, and before you grab one, he goes, here, let me give it one more wipe down. He wipes it down with a new rag. He's got gloves, masks on. There's like 10 people walking around wiping everything down. The cashiers are wiping. I was like, man, they are really, I like it. They're really going to clean. I was like, man, So I told her, I was like, hey, thanks, I appreciate it. I'm like,
Have you been by the taco shop? How are they doing?
I follow them online, and they're doing to goes only. So if you order it online and then they bring it to the door, if you have to do a card, that they have a little PayPal thing at the door. So they're doing okay. They're doing. I mean, it's hurt them, because, and it sucks too, because they literally, their Phoenix location, their bigger one, they just renovated and made it bigger. It's like, fuck, now you can't even go in there. But and that's family owned and operated, and they're good people, and they're very anti, so so they're,
well, they should be.
right. I mean, obviously.
If they aren't,
So,
then I don't know what to do for them.
all right. But yeah, they're hanging in there, finding ways, with to go and all that, and good people. Yeah, I don't know how much longer we're going to be open, but we're taking precautions and we're there. So and they just passed some kind of bill or something in Arizona that they can't get evicted if you're a small business or something like that. I don't know. I didn't get to read the article today, but
How about no one gets evicted? No one's being a deadbeat fucking person right now, you know?
right.
Fucking dude. Don't get me started on this fucking country, man. You know, you live I have lived in other countries. I lived in other countries. They're not all socialist welfare states. They just fucking know that if they don't have people, who's gonna work?
Right.
I need to not stress so much over some of this other shit. Like some of these open weights aren't that great, but once I put color on there, none of it's gonna matter. That's like some of the shit. It's like it's hard because you're like, well, it's just a basic shape, but once I throw the color on and the textures, it'll pan out.
Quit stressing, Rob.
Settle down there, big guy. McFarlane's launching that Spawn Kickstarter tomorrow too.
Oh man.
So it's like, we'll see how that goes. Hey man, I definitely want them, but it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would help him. He's probably struggling right now.
McFarlane's probably hurting, right?
Probably a little bit. He's probably planning on having a great year with that whole DC license and everything, and snap, you know?
Right.
For no Spawn playing movie. Yeah, I told you that movie wasn't gonna get made, dude. Just he's gonna want to make a Spawn movie. It doesn't have Spawn in it, and I just can't see how anybody finance. And then he wants to direct it too. So I'm like, look, dude, unless he personally fucking writes that check himself, you
Right.
know, like I don't see how that's ever gonna happen. I mean, people financing the movie are gonna be like, comic movie, but he's not in it. Yeah, it's like Deadpool, but Deadpool's not in it. Just was that Wade? Well, no. Just the fucking his friend, the fat friend, the dude that fucking got in trouble with all the sexual shit.
T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller and Del Pinder. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Like yeah, that's gonna go well. But he was like, yeah, Venom did well and Deadpool did well, and they're really interested in R-rated films. I'm like, yeah, that have the characters in it, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah, I want Sam and Twitch in a movie, but there's no Sam. It's just Twitch, and there's no Spawn. So it's like, what?
Hey, Bloopy's on here. Hey,
Mhm.
Bloopy. This was on Sega Saturn, right?
And Dreamcast is the Dreamcast
And
version.
Dreamcast. Yeah. It was a good game.
That's fun.
I mean, who doesn't love mech robots?
Tom Rothman he used to run Fox Motion Pictures, and then they fired him, and now he runs Sony making Venom. But he's the one that, quote unquote, giant robots suck, which is why Sentinels weren't in X-Men 2 or 3. Yeah, he's the one that put the covering over Deadpool's mouth.
Good call.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Mortal Kombat, I guess the animated trailer. Did you see that, Brandon? The animated trailer for the
For
Mortal
the
Kombat.
Scorpions.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, American designs, dude. It should look like Ninja Scroll. You know what I mean? That's what I want it to look like. I want it to look like fucking Ninja Scroll. Like, it just looks like that generic American animation style, you know, with blood and motion blur. They love to put that motion blur over everything, you know? Motion blur, make it look like it's shit's moving really fast.
It doesn't even look like I'm a fan of I always butcher his name, but Phil Barusa
Mm-hmm.
Barusa stuff with the WB, you know, a lot of some of his more earlier stuff with Young Justice or Justice Young, the Young Justice. I'm not saying that right. I think I'm saying the comic book version. Anyways, his stuff with DC's movies and stuff, but it looks like they were trying to go that way, but it just didn't. Just doesn't look good.
For me, it should look like Ninja Scroll. Like, it should be all Madhouse, fucking.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, whatever. Hector's asking how you doing.
I'm doing okay. Not going to the gym and volleyball and things like that have really messed with my thyroidism a lot, and it's I'm either really like a high, like I'm like whoa, let's go, or I'm really low and I get home from work and I just nap for like 2 hours because I just have no balance right now. So I mean, the others have it way worse. You can't be like, oh, woe is me. But that's just I just recently started dealing with all this and the medications and trying to find the right stuff right before all this happened. So then I started to find some sort of balance, and then this all happens. So it just kind of throws it all out of whack. And
Right.
so, like I said, others have it worse, but I just got to learn to try to balance. Like today, me and Jessica did a at-home workout. Otherwise I would have been on earlier, but it wasn't something crazy, but it's enough to just
It's like that Key and Peele
jump.
sketch.
Which
When
one?
they're doing the jazzercise, and he's like, "Your child is in a car accident. Do you know anyone who wants to kill you?" Like,
Right.
it's based off that aerobics fucking video, that
Yeah.
the Jazzer fucking size awards from like 1986 or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Not like that, but just like jump roping. I went outside, did some jump roping, and then came back in and just did some weight stuff and stretching with some resistance bands just for my bad arm and everything. And then now I'm drawing a dog because I needed some extra money, and some people hit me up to basically do some drawovers to digitize their animals and their pets, and I said, sure, why not? Times are tough, and if you're willing to pay me right now, I would gladly appreciate it and take it. So that's what I'm doing right now. Nothing I'm gonna post, and I told them that, but it's just they wanted some digital drawings of their pet, their cat, and their dog, and I said sure. I appreciate anybody giving me money right now and how everything is. So that's what I'm doing. Blue Piece said dogs go ow, except for my dog.
It's really quiet.
My pit bull has only barked 3 times in the last 6 years we've had her, 6 or 7 years.
My dog doesn't bark at the door. Barks in his sleep though, like a motherfucker. Like he's sitting there, like today he just fell right next to me, fell asleep, and he's like, he's just going fucking apeshit crazy in that dream, bro. I'm like, what is going on with you? Like when someone knocks on the door, like delivery or something, fucking runs, hides. But in his dream, he's a little shit talker.
That's funny. Thanks, Hector. Yeah, it'll balance out. I'm sure. It's like I said, others have it worse. So if my worst case scenario right now is I'm either really really tired or a little too much energy or headaches, migraines, I can live with it. It's better than the alternative people are facing.
Quit your bitching, Brandon.
Right.
Settle down there, big guy.
Yeah.
They have this thing called it's like a giant can of compressed air. Dog something. Got it on Amazon a while back. And if they bark, just spray that, dude. They'll shut the fuck up real quick. Like it cured my fucking main dog from barking.
Huh.
too much. Like I want to know there's someone there, but when I say stop, you stop.
Right.
You know. And so now she fucking. I've only had to use it a couple times, and now she hates that fucking thing. So if I even go, psst, she goes, she tail between the legs and she takes off. I'm like, all right, good.
Yeah, we got super lucky with Gamora. Like, she just chill as fuck, doesn't make noises, doesn't bark, doesn't. Other dogs bark at her when we're walking. She doesn't even acknowledge them. I'm just like, man. Then I don't like saying the words the next dog, but the next dog I get is probably gonna be a fucking demon that I'm gonna have to like really train. It's just gonna be like, fuck you, guy.
Right.
I think the only bad thing she's ever done is, for some reason, the only thing she'll ever chew up if I leave it out is my fucking bedroom remote that I always have when I fall asleep. If I leave it in the bed, she's chewed it up at least 3 times until that we forgot it. It's in the bed or whatever. That's the only thing she's ever chewed up is the damn remote. And I don't know if it's because she's pissed that we left her in the bedroom and we go to work or what, and it has my scent all over it, but that's the only thing she's ever chewed
That's
up.
your drool.
Yeah. It's just that remote for some reason. I'm just like, all right. I'm like, you're the one that's got to poop it out, so whatever. Have fun with that.
Oh, thanks, Cool Diamond. Yeah, my fucking little dog, dude, Baxter, we got him a Nylabone, which generally I'm not for, but he was just chewing really good. But fucking last night, he fucking ate it, dude. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he's eating the fucking Nylabone. And so, like, yeah, sure enough, now he's vomiting fucking Nylabone all up. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, fucking clean that plastic for like an hour. I'm like, you little fucking, you don't eat the fucking Nylabone. You chew the fucking, never mind. So those are out the door. I'm like, not doing those again. That's what I get.
She doesn't like, mine doesn't like any toys, any bones. We've tried all that, bones, frisbees, anything. She likes her rope only when we go out to play fetch. And then, like, she just leaves it on the ground. Like, pick it up, bring it home.
With the smaller dogs, you got to get them chewing, otherwise they get serious dental issues. So it's like, I'm trying to, like, how do you do it without calories? You know, can't, rawhides are bad. These aren't that great, but I've never had a dog eat them.
Yeah.
It's fucking plastic. Fucking dumbass. You know, like, I love them, but I'm like, what do you? Fucking don't eat it. So, I don't know, man. I mean, we got veggie sticks and other shit, but it's just like, all right. I'm like, don't make me take you to the vet. You know, like, I don't got time for this right now. It's not the time. My cousin got tested for COVID, negative. She's like, well, I've been coughing a lot. I'm like, it's called pneumonia. You know what I mean? Like, it's that fucking time, dude. I've been coughing. That's my allergies, you know?
Yeah.
All the buds on my trees. Yeah, all the buds on my trees open up. I'm like, yeah, I can feel it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, you got a fever? She's like, no. I'm like, then, you know, good. Now you know you don't have it. Stay the fuck home.
Right.
She doesn't work. So I'm like, don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
She's like, it definitely goes up your nose, but she's like, it's not a big, it goes by so quick. It's no different than Nick when you, she said it didn't feel any different than, like, you know, when you get water up your nose kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's not like it's a bendy thing. It's not like that drawing had like a giant wooden stick. I'm like, no, they're not putting a giant wooden stick up your nose. It's a bendy piece of plastic with a swab on the end. So it's not fun, but it's like she said literally it's like fucking 3 seconds, dude. And she's giving birth to like 4 kids, so she's not, she doesn't want to hear me complain. I'm like, oh, I'm getting the thing up my nose. She's like, yeah. She's not too sympathetic. Used for mummification. Yeah, mummification. She's a mom.
Mummification. Well, at least she knows and she's okay.
Kind of tired of looking at this cover.
Tell us how you really feel about it.
Everyone's doing well, Crusher. Brandon's probably the one with the most. He's the one I worry about the most. He's in the thick of it every day.
I mean, it's not. At least I'm not like a nurse or something, but yeah. That's the only good part.
Thanks, Matthias. Oh, by the way, I got a video you gotta watch. So remind me when we get off.
All right.
Almost as much as War. Oh, I know the War one, right? And I physically drew it. It was like I physically drew it, and I'm like, all right, now I get to sell this. COVID. Can't go to the fucking post office. Fuck. You know what I mean? Can't sell it.
Right.
Because I'm not going to the post office to ship shit. So.
No.
I do prefer organics to mechs, so it's one of the reasons why I was like, I don't really want to draw the Transformers comic. When they were hitting me up, I'm like, I don't really want to draw the Transformers comic. I don't enjoy it. I'm gonna draw this top guy up here. Give me 5 minutes, Brian. I'm gonna grab me some wine.
All right.
Yeah, a little red wine.
There you go. Treat yourself. All right. And everybody is playing that Animal Crossing game but me and you. It just seems like everybody is playing that game. And I think I'd rather just look at the towns people make and stuff than actually play it. I don't know.
Well, that's my thing. Most people go, Rob, you would love to create a game like that. I'm like, I make shit all day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really like games where I have to make things too. Like, I'm in awe of it, but
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm
yeah. That's
I'm trying
the
to
same thing.
escape being an artist when I go play fucking games too.
Well, it's like, Andy, I was talking to Andy today on the actual phone. He's like, yeah, man, you could build stuff, like make things. And I'm like, Andy, all I do all day long is build and make things and deliver it and carry it and
Right?
make things. I'm like, I weld, I nail, I hammer, I build things all day. I
And
go,
Brandon,
yeah,
you can build things and owe people money. I'm like, that's my fucking life.
I know, right? Uh, I mean, some of the stuff the artist people that have added in where they could add in custom clothing. And I saw one guy added like SpongeBob and Patrick on the beach, as like a pixel art add in thing or whatever. I'm like, it's cool. And like, it'd be cool to build like a little Japan, Tokyo city of my own. But I don't know.
I don't got time for that, man. Like, I just play shit for like the experience.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I play games. And so, like, right now I'm playing Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS, you know?
How's that?
I love it. It's relaxing, you know what I mean? It's fun.
Uh,
Not a lot of stress, you know what I mean? And it's a
Right.
game. I'm not sitting there trying to like build shit.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I was like, I think I'll just watch some videos of it, some Let's Play videos of it instead, and that'll probably kill my curiosity of wanting to have to own it. Like, it's a Nintendo game, so it's never going to go on sale. So I'm never going to be like, oh, I'm going to spend $60 for this.
I think I have Robobot. I think I have Robobot. Kirby Robobot.
Oh, I don't even know the names of these characters.
I have a couple of the Kirby games. I just can't remember which ones. Got a backlog. Brandon. You know.
All right.
That's also why I don't buy new games. So I'm like, I have games I bought that are sitting there. So
Yeah.
can't in good conscience.
But at least people are staying home playing video games.
Hopefully.
All right. Did you just? Hector says he played Animal Crossing, but it belongs to his daughter. Did you like get really into it, or you just played whatever she had built or done or whatever? As far as bad movies go, what's a worse franchise than Resident Evil?
Huh?
So Resident Evil movies, that whole franchise, those are just
Yeah.
bad. What's another really bad that you could think of
Blood
like that?
Rain. There's 3 of them, bro.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like, because they have all the Resident Evils on Netflix, and me and Jessica were like, which one was this again? And I'm like, this is the one where she has superpowers, and she's like, it's like they copied the Matrix where, and I showed her where she's running on the wall and shooting just like in the Matrix, and I was like, and she's got superpowers. Watch this, and
Oh,
she
you
like,
think that's bad? Watch Blood Rain, and then go watch Blood Rain 2, and then find Blood Rain 3 and have fun.
I seen Blood Rain 2, I believe it was, and I was like, I kind of felt like, when you're a kid and there's those certain movies on late at night, and you're like, I don't think I should be watching this. That's how it felt. I was like, this
And
doesn't feel
it
right.
gave me a whole Blood Rain gave me a whole new appreciation for the Witchblade TV series. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna complain.
That's funny. Good old Witchblade. Hector said Blood Rain was porn. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Bloopy says Transformers.
Transformers ain't got shit on Blood Rain, bro.
Yeah. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Rob likes them, or at least he says they're not that bad, but the Fast and the Furious series, I can't stand those.
Dude,
I
Fast and the
stopped a long
Furious
time
is
ago.
Citizen Kane compared to Blood Rain. I'm telling you, man, Blood Rain is the worst series ever put devised. Like, if it was one-off film, then there's plenty of other singular bad films. But how many got 3 films in a series? Like, Critters is a goddamn masterpiece. I mean, Puppet Master is master. I mean, the Leprechaun films are more entertaining than Blood Rain. Heavy Metal 2000 is better than Blood Rain. No doubt. Julie Strain. That Highlander anime that Heavy Metal made. I don't know what the fuck it was. It wasn't even Highlander. That's better than fucking Blood Rain. House of Dead, pretty bad, but there's only one of them. I mean, Uwe Boll did the Blood Rain, and he did House of Dead, but there's only one House of Dead. And there's
What about
3
the-
Blood Rain movies.
What about the Jason series and the Freddy Kruegers and things like that?
Oh, come on. That shit's fucking... It's in Turner Classic. That should be in the Turner Classic movies compared to fucking Blood Rain.
All right. You're stuck in quarantine, okay? The only thing, you got to choose one. You can either watch the Blood Rain series over and over or nothing but Michelle Rodriguez movies.
Well, she's in Blood Rain.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's in the first Blood Rain movie.
I don't remember that. I
What's
only remember
really
this-
funny about it is she talks and acts just like Michelle Rodriguez. But then about 40-something minutes into the first film, she starts to put on like a fucking fantasy accent. So my guess is they shot those scenes first, and then she was like, nah, I'm not doing that. You know? But it's still in
Yeah.
there.
Wow. That's some good editing. Wow, how about that? I didn't even know that. That's funny. For those that don't know, Rob is a very big Michelle Rodriguez fan. Like, I think the #1 fan.
Hey, man, I like to complain, but she did make it possible for 2 hot lesbians to make out the whole fucking time when I saw Avatar. You know, and they were just rooting for her every time she was on screen. I was just like, they cried when she died, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that thing Randall said, no, that thing that Banky said was a figment of my fucking imagination.
Right.
James Cameron and Michelle Rodriguez made it happen. It's the best time I ever had at a movie theater.
You saw Avatar like what? Like fucking
7 times.
7 times. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Actually, I saw 8 because I saw Titanic 7. So I had to see it one more time than Titanic.
Was the 8th time in 3D?
I was all in IMAX 3D.
That's a lot of hours, man.
Yeah, technically 9 because I also saw the special edition opening weekend in IMAX 3D.
Jeez,
That was released in August of that year.
that's commitment.
And I own both in 3D on and I have them on my headset. I have the original cut and the IMAX cut.
Fair enough. Rob's not fucking around, people.
Hey, man. At least I spend money on the shit I like.
Right. True.
I'll watch Avatar over Batman versus Superman any fucking day of the week. See? Someone recommended they should take that, that cheer in the crowd from the Avengers when
Endgame,
Captain America puts up the fucking hammer. Someone today when the internet was like, someone needs to edit that cheer into the Martha scene. You know what I mean? Just to show you how absurd it is, you know? Like, yeah! You know? Is that what they were going for?
The internet is undefeated. We may all be dying, but we can't break our spirit and our humor. That's one thing we'll forever have going.
See, did you hear about Ezra Miller?
Yeah, I saw the video where it looked like a fan. I don't know the whole backstory, but it looked like the fan and him were just like, she's like, hey, let's act out some shit, because it didn't look.
Campia says it's true. They got thrown out.
It looked like she was playing, and it went down.
And then he choked her out. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's what happens. We just play around, and then I choke a woman out, right? Like.
Oh, I'm not defending him. If he did that, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
I'm not defending. I just only saw like the whole where she's like kind of bobbing back and forth, and then it happens, and I'm just like, I have no idea. And there's not a lot of good video that I saw out there, so I was just like, well, I'll wait and talk to Rob. And then I totally forgot because I just don't give a shit about him.
Do I watch Campia? I come back and forth on Campia. You know what I mean? Like, it tends to annoy me half the time, but like I'm a little starved for content, so I'm like, all right, I'll go see what's going on with Campia. And I didn't even hear about this shit. But one thing I can say about Campia is he won't just jump on bandwagons when it comes to like accusations and shit, you know? So.
What, did he defend Ezra Miller?
No, at first he was like, I was looking into it, and I was thinking, well, maybe. But he's like, no, it's true. You know, And there's just no excuse for that. So
Right. It's just like if you're a celebrity, okay, and you're at I don't know if it was a Comic-Con or what the fuck it was, but you have bodyguards that will easily follow you anywhere. Security will follow you anywhere at any event that you're at if you're a celebrity. It's just like when athletes they drive home drunk. I'm like, you literally can call anyone to drive you home because one, your team will gladly supply Ubers and drivers at any request. Anything you need, the company will do for you. You know, and I'm like, for you to get like a DUI, I'm like, you're just a jackass because it's like you easily can get the things you have the means to the resources to keep you out of trouble.
and now we don't have to watch him do that stupid run ever again. You know what I mean? So,
You think they'll take away Flash?
bro, they can't. They wouldn't. How is he going to get insured? Anytime actors go on sets, they get insured. Like, this is a guy who's willing to choke out a. No, they're not gonna. He's done.
I'm not saying
he won't be in a Fantastic Beast movie again. All right.
Wait, was that him? I thought that was that.
Yeah, he played. You know, he played the fucking kid that was being manipulated. Remember, he had that bowl haircut and shit. That he was beat up.
I didn't watch the movies.
Oh, yeah, he's in them.
I didn't care for him. I only really liked the last. Hey Jess, is it the last 2 Harry Potters I like, or the last one?
Well, you know, when Campia was on AMC Movie Talk and the original Collider, like I watched it for Schnepp. You know, and sad to say Schnepp passed. So, you know, and it's like Campia's takes are hit or miss, and Robert Meyer Burnett tends to fucking go off the deep end half the time. But like, I mostly watch Double Toasted, but like it was just literally just today. I'm like, well, you know, he's got a whole topic about maybe Amazon taking over the AMC theaters. I'm like, oh, I'll listen to it, you know. And then that's when the Ezra Miller thing came on. But I can't make it through Can't John's whole shows, dude. Most of it. He fucking repeats himself 800 times. So I don't watch Grace Randolph, bro. I don't like Grace Randolph. Like, I just don't like her. And her bullshit fucking Disney pays people off to give good reviews. I can't stand her fucking ass. She's part of the problem. The toxic bullshit. No, mostly just Double Toasted.
I pretty much like whoever Rob likes.
Although lately, I told you, I've been watching a lot of Mark Rebay. So I just leave that on.
Rob points me in the direction of a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Mark Rebay was singing about quarantine pranks. Quarantine pranks. Went off a whole tangent. Faking suicide and shit. The crazy fucking songs, dude. The chick who got fired from Marvel likes to fucking accuse people of being on the take for Marvel reviews. She talks like Emo Phillips and shit. She's got her fucking conspiracies. And well, I haven't heard her say it in a while. Yeah, she'll say it. She'll do it again. Just give it time. You know, it's their fucking MO. And they're like, oh, the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut of anything, right, will just be better, right? Snyder Cut of Sucker Punch, better. Right? Yeah. It's the move. Yeah. So, can we get the Snyder Cut of the coronavirus so we can fix it? You know what I mean? Like, it's already hearing about this fucking Snyder Cut's like some genius piece of fucking work, you know? Look, man, here's the thing about Zack Snyder, right? His best movie, hands down, is Dawn of the Dead. You know who wrote that shit? James fucking Gunn. So if Zack Snyder can get James Gunn to write him some more material, I have no doubt it'll be a better fucking movie.
All right.
But at the end of the day, Zack Snyder, it's like he's like a I want to say Jim Lee, but like a Jim Lee comic that Jim Lee wrote, where it's just all pinups, you know. And now I like me some pinups. I like a visually strong book. But you got to write something, you know. You can't just be all pinups, you know.
Yeah.
You got to have some story. That's why, like, when Capullo came on board on Spawn, dude, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh well, you know, and the writing was good enough. But then you get like, remember when Angel Medina was on with Brian Michael Bendis and Sam and Twitch? That shit was fucking dope.
Yeah.
I don't listen to any of those guys that are all about fucking trying to make fucking movies about some shit. Here's the thing. I don't, when I was a kid, I couldn't go to the comic shop and talk to the people who bought comics. I could talk to the owner.
Right.
You know, a guy who dealt with real numbers and, you know what I mean? Like, I could never talk to comic fans. Brandon, see me, they're not, these people, a lot of them are doing shows like they're just comic fans that would just sit there in a shop arguing over, you know, what Wolverine would and wouldn't do. And I'm like, Wolverine will do whatever the fucking writer makes him do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I agree with it, but that's what will happen. You know, like that's how comics are made.
Yeah.
You know, and I love these people now who are like defend 90s comics. And in the 90s, they weren't defending shit.
No, not at all.
I was there. Where were they in the fucking panels at Comic-Con defending shit? They were shitting on everything then. You know? And now they're like, 90 comics are great. I'm like, you weren't saying that in the 90s. I got a lot of flack. I got a lot of flack when I'd go to race across town to pick up my new issue of Spawn, my new issue of Savage Dragon. And then I'm like, I buy Bone. And they go, what the fuck are you buying Bone for? You know?
Yeah.
I buy Leave It to Chance. You know? Image comics in the 90s suck. Did you read Leave It to Chance? Well, no. Well, it was an Image comic in the 90s. Fucking idiots.
Tell us how you really feel, Rob.
Consistency, Brandon. I don't mind people coming around, changing their mind, having an opinion, but I just feel like I don't like contrarianism, you know? Like people who actually genuinely like shit and they fucking like to talk about it. That's why I get Kevin Smith, you know, like he's got a strong point to be made about not talking about shit he hates because you can spend a lot of time doing that, you know?
Right.
So I get it. End up with that fucking, like when Liefeld talks about how all he ever does is like make deadlines. I'm like, you never made deadlines.
Never.
When did you know what I'm talking about, right? He does it, right? Like he talks about
100%.
fucking how he's like, oh, 20 years and I've always made money. You got fired from Heroes Reborn for missing deadlines. The books weren't shipping.
He said it today too. He was like, somebody bought a sketch from me. He's like, yeah, you know, I got to make sure I get it out on time. Like, you know, I always, you know, some shit. I'm like, out on time. Like, okay, I get you're doing a little, you know, quick sketch.
Revisionist
Deadpool,
bullshit
but,
are you doing, bro? You know?
Yeah. I'm like, you never got shit out on time. You could quote me on that. I have no fear pissing off Rob Liefeld again.
Well, he was joking about people losing their jobs at DC, man. I was just like, you should shut the fuck up, bro. You know, like,
Yeah.
seriously. That's the problem with Rob Liefeld, man, is he was always touting religious shit back in the 90s, but then he'd be the first one to fucking say some anti-religious shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he'd laugh at people when they get fired and shit. And it's just like, you should shut the fuck up, bro. You know?
Yeah.
You're the first one to be like, you man, we all gotta get along with one another. You know, like, shut up. Like, you're the fucking dumbass who sold off the first image, the property, the rights to the first image fucking comic Fucking idiot. I can't believe that, you know? The head dude over at DC Publishing. He's just mad because his fucking Hawk and Dove book didn't fucking sell, you know?
Oh,
Man, remember he was talking shit about Capullo. Oh, it's just because it's Batman. I'm like, Capullo was on any book it was going to fucking sell, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Capullo could defend himself. He doesn't, you know what I mean? Like he fucking took a slight jab at Greg the other day. You know that? Like, it was someone, he posted you know that cable that Greg drew with all the fucking guns?
Yeah.
He's like, everyone thinks I drew this, but this isn't me. Ha ha. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to see, because you know Greg gets a little angry in person.
Oh,
you know?
He's got a fucking... I'm not friends with the person who said it anymore, but he went to take a picture of Greg Capullo, and he crouched down, and Greg lost his shit. He's like, what the fuck you doing? And I was like, I just didn't want to tower over you. And Greg's like, no, don't fucking do that shit. Stand up. Like, fucking stand up. I was like, oh shit. I was like,
I don't think Liefeld's saying that shit to Greg's face at cons. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That shit was fucking great.
Like, you wish you could draw a cable that good.
Yeah.
He should have been made an honorary member, fucking founding member of Image. Capullo carried that fucking book for almost 100 fucking issues, bro. You know? I got so much flack for a number of years telling everyone the best fucking most underrated artist in comics is Greg Capullo. This Spawn guy? Yeah, well, you never fucking read it.
Yeah.
So, I was so happy when Court of the Owls took off. Finally, the dude got the fucking respect he deserves. No, but it was far better than most of the other fucking books out there at the time, dude. Like, Todd used to get shit. Todd can't write well. I'm like, were you reading Marvel books at that time? Aside from Chris Claremont and Peter David, man. A lot of fucking... Don't tell me fucking the writing in Sleepwalker or Darkhawk were fucking amazing. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I know Corey has his opinions about comics, but I don't agree. The thing about Del Tosa is I don't agree with a lot of the shit they fucking bitch about. I just enjoy the show.
Right.
So Corey loves stupid shit. Like, I mean, that's why he fucking watches movies like Trollland. You ever watch Trollland, Brandon?
I don't know.
Special place, certain special place in hell for fucking Trollland. Like,
yeah, I've never heard of that.
You'd be shocked to know that was a movie. This is a movie. Plus, I don't think Corey reads shit. Like, I think he has he gets like a peripheral opinion. Sometimes he's very around the, like, when he talks about games, I don't think he plays a lot of games. I think he just talks about shit.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, the Asylum movie, yeah. It's like he loves animation, but he doesn't watch a lot of anime. So it's like, I don't know how to help you, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, my favorite part of Double Toasted is just like when they make Martin watch fucking a Minions trailer. He hates those fucking Minions. Can't stand them. What time is it? I got about 30 minutes. Yeah, I enjoy Spawn, man. These days, I stopped reading it around issue 120. I picked up any issue that Greg drew. The Carrie Andrew, but I wish Carrie Andrews fucking became the regular artist for a while. Philip Tan's taking on the book, but I think he's only doing like 3 issues, so I don't know. Yeah. In a perfect world, he'd get Medina back.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
But don't tell me the writing in Spawn is any worse than the writing in Danger Girl
All right.
or fucking Battle Chasers. It's about the same, you know?
Yeah.
So my friends would always go, "Well, this shit sucks." I'm like, "Well, then I like shit that sucks. That's how it works. Give me all that shitty shit." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I roll. I like stupid shit. What am I supposed to say? Do you like defend it? Like you were never. I mean, what do I? You know? Okay, you don't like it. All right. Now you know how I feel about football. See?
You shut your mouth, Rob. Don't bring that blasphemy in here.
Yeah, everyone has their style. When it comes to Spawn, I just prefer the Capullo, Angel Medina, McFarlane look. You know, I'm not a big fan of the realistic people look,
Right.
but that's just me. You know. I like the Ashley Wood stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a shame he never got to do a Crow book, huh?
Right.
A Crow book that looked like the Hellspawn, not the Metal Gear thing.
Right.
Like Corey loved Lighthouse. I'm like, it's not my movie, man. He likes that weird David Lynch shit. Like, I enjoy listening to Corey talk about it. I just no fucking way am I watching that shit.
Right.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's like I'm not sitting through one Medea movie, but I let Corey do it for me.
Sounds about right.
He got this puppet, dude. This Corey puppet. And he fucking killed his arm like in 1 week doing it. Never seen the puppet again. It's hilarious. He even like took the puppet into bed with the wife and she was like, ah.
Oh, jeez.
Because it's a puppet of him, you know? And
Mhm.
so he was like, yeah, Corey puppet. But it's like, it takes a lot of forearm work to get that fucking puppet to.
Right.
Didn't see too many out of shape puppeteers on the making of the Muppets and shit. You ever notice that?
No. Hector's saying he's out for the night. He ain't some concept art. It's not as good as yours, Rob, but he can't afford to be Rob. Or can't afford Rob.
Funny.
How much longer are you gonna be on, Rob?
Not much longer.
Alright. Soon.
I'm just trying to get this blocked in so I can do a second pass on it tomorrow and be done with this.
Okie dokie.
Really work on that face tomorrow. So that's gonna need another pass tomorrow. I probably could do it tonight, but I don't feel like staying up another hour, so I'll just get that wrapped up tomorrow. I gotta work on that face anyway. And the proportions are definitely more liberally taken than the other characters, but I just want to get. I don't even give a shit. It's like it'll be fine.
That's the spirit.
I'll get it working. Put enough effort into this fucking thing. Work ethic. I'll be back on more regularly, folks. Appreciate y'all hanging out.
Hey, everybody.
Anyone to add, Brandon?
Everybody stay safe, stay strong, and be nice to each other. and if you haven't, spay and neuter your pets.
Spay and neuter your potatoes.
Yeah. Bob Barker style.